What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be discussing how I'm able to save about 66% of my income, the strategies that I implement, the goals, and the spreadsheets that I use to accomplish this goal. For those of you that don't know, my name is Miguel. I started this channel for personal finance and fitness. I am 23 years old and I am a full-time college student getting my master's degree in physical education. I am also employed full-time and this is how I manage my money. Before we get into it, I feel like I should preface this with how my 2020 went. So in 2020, I started off as a waiter, making about $10,000 a year maybe. And then in February, when the pandemic hit, I unfortunately lost my job like a lot of other people. I was fortunate enough not to be hit so hard by the pandemic, but I was unemployed for about 4 or 5 months until about October when I found the job that I have now. I'm a salesman full-time, and so this is how I'm able to have my income and how I've been able to restructure everything as I save and as I invest. As I show you guys my breakdown of how I set my goals, how I strategize to accomplish those goals, and my budgeting sheets. So let's get into it. Okay, and as we can see my budget here, my budget monthly, I make roughly about $2,380. Because of my sales job, this fluctuates a lot, but I'm giving you the least that I can make roughly, because it is a minimum wage plus commissions. The least amount of money I can make is $2,380 a month. Unfortunate downside to this job is I do drive a lot. I drive anywhere from 35 minutes to an hour and a half. That's why I spend so much money on gas. I live in California, so the gas prices are very high. Next, groceries. I budget about $50 a week for groceries, give or take. So for groceries, I have everything down to about a couple of items that I like to have consistently for lunch. I make my own lunch, I make my own breakfast, and I try my absolute best to eat at home, but sometimes I do treat myself. The next thing I have to pay for is my phone bill, $45 a month, insurance, $80 a month. And then for investing, I put $800 into my investment portfolio, and for saving, I put $800 away from that a month. The other section here, this is basically all the extra money that I don't spend, but you know, sometimes I'm gonna have to do an oil change on my car, or I'm gonna have to replace some tires because I drive so much. So that's what that is for. And one expense that's not on here that you're probably worrying about is rent. Being a full-time college student, I've decided to stay at home. I'm fortunate enough to have that option and privilege to be able to stay at home and save that expense. As a graduation gift for myself, I do want to buy myself a house, and by staying at home, I'm able to accomplish that goal a lot sooner. And then as we can see on the year, my yearly earnings, this is just breaking down everything from gas to groceries to the phone, insurance, investing, saving, other, and then that's the total I could potentially earn in 1 year. That's a really bad year. If I'm not making as much sales, if my sales aren't up, then that's probably what I'm looking at. But I hope to start working closer to home, getting more territories in my area so that I don't have to drive as much. That'd be really nice, so I can cut down on that gas bill. But for the most part, this is exactly what I'm going to be spending around every year, and how I'm going to save, and how I'm going to accomplish that 66% savings rate that I want to accomplish. And then we come down here to the pie chart. For the pie chart, as we can see, the savings 33, the investing's 33%. That's about the 66% mark that I want to hit. Again, gas is really just killing me there. It's about 10% of my budget, which I do not want it to be, but unfortunately, because of my job, it's a necessity. I have to get from point A to point B, and to get to my job to make sales. So that is what my monthly budget looks like. I'm a real visual person, so I like to see these charts, and it helps me break down everything so that I can better understand it. And then on to the investing section. So I have it broken down here for investing for 2021. I'm starting off with $5,300 in my stock portfolio right now. If you haven't seen my video breaking down all the stocks that I have in my portfolio, I'm gonna probably pop it somewhere on the screen right now. But in that video, I'll go into full depth about my stock portfolio, all the stocks that I have, how many shares I have, how much I bought them for, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, I'm definitely going to pop it on the screen right now for y'all. But as we can see, the plan is to invest $800 every single month. I'm going to go from that $5,300 mark all the way to $14,900. Not including all the dividends that I'm going to be getting from these companies, as well as just them naturally increasing over this year. And then this is a cool little tool that I want to show you guys right here. This is how I keep track of all of my dividends, all my stocks. If you go here, trackmydividends.com, it's completely free. There is a subscription that you can purchase to see more, like the dividend safety score and things like that. I personally don't pay for it, but this is what I use to keep track of my dividends. This tool is pretty cool. As we can see here, this is my entire portfolio logged into it. I'm up $343. That's the green that we can see right here. My dividend yield for my portfolio is at 4.17%, and the yield cost is 4.45%. And personally, I think this is the coolest part. It says right here that I have an estimate average income from dividends of $223. This is if I leave my portfolio alone, I don't put any more money into it, it just sits like that and I just collect those dividends. I'm going to be making $223 annually. And then as we can see here, I have all my stocks put into it, all the shares, the average cost. The other cool thing about trackmydividends.com is that if you go here, you can see your diversification in your stock portfolio. Like right here, it shows all the sectors that I have, and it shows how heavy I am in certain sectors. My highest right now is ETFs. Next highest is information technology, then real estate, consumer discretionary, financials, consumer staples, communication services, energy, healthcare. That's all the sectors that I have. And then it goes even further into detail about how heavy you are in certain stocks. I have 22 stocks, and as we can see, it shows how heavy I am in all of them and the percentage that I have. It's just a cool feature that I use to keep track of how heavy I am in certain stocks, so that way I can be more diversified. And not have to be too worried about one stock crashing or one stock going under, things like that. The next cool tool that they have is they have their upcoming dividends. Now these are just estimates, but it's pretty cool to look at it to see when your next dividends are going to be coming in and which dividends are confirmed. This is a really cool tool that I look at pretty much daily. As we can see, for the month of January 2021, I'm going to be getting $24.11. It's pretty cool. The reason it's so low towards the end is because those dividends haven't been confirmed yet, but once they're confirmed, it'll go up. But I'm going to be, putting $800 a month into this portfolio, so it's just going to continue to grow. But I'm obsessed with this. I can't not look at this every single morning and just be eager to put more money into my portfolio to watch it grow. And the last free tool that they have that I use very, very often is the future value of your portfolio tool. The reason I love the future value tool or the summary tool on here is because it gives me encouragement for the future. As we can see here, in 5 years, I'm going to be getting that 15.46% dividend growth rate. I'm still going to have that 4.17% dividend yield. I'm starting at $223.12 right now. The current dividends I'm getting paid now is $223.12, which is awesome. And then in 5 years, if I put nothing into this account, I'm going to be getting $727.86. I'm obsessed with looking at this because it just gives me so much inspiration, and I love just watching my portfolio grow. I love seeing what I could potentially get in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. It just fuels me every single day that I look at this. It gives me purpose and it gives me drive. I understand that it's not everything, but it's really, really fun to look at, so you guys should definitely go ahead and give it a try for yourself. I make it a habit every single morning coming into this future values and clicking on the potential growth in 25 years for my portfolio. It's just crazy. As we can see here, I'll be ending with $17,225 getting paid to me annually passive. And my portfolio will be valued at $72,838, which is crazy to me. I hope to be here in about 2 years or so. And onto the savings portion. So for 2021, I'm going into it with $8,643. I plan to invest $800 every single month. Grand total ending up with $18,243 in my savings account. My goal with this is to buy myself a house at the end of my master's degree program in December of 2021. This would be a great graduation gift to myself, and this is something that I worked really, really hard for, and I'm super excited to accomplish. You now know my budget. You now know how I've broken everything down. You know my goals that I want to accomplish. You know how I set them up. I hope you guys follow along and you guys set goals of your own so that we can take on 2021 together. I'm still relatively new to the stock market. I haven't even been in the stock market a year yet. I plan to continue learning, having that student mentality, and just continue to find other ways to invest my money in the stock market and other stocks to invest into. If you have any comments, any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Be sure to like the video if it helped, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.